Hello, shiny happy people. Welcome to Kimbaskrafts. My name is Kim, and if you're new here, hello, welcome. And if you're returning, love you guys. Welcome to my countdown to Christmas. This is my personalized advent calendar. When I'm done the painting, it is a painting by the artist named Randy Wollenmann. And I linked down below his website as well as some sites that sell puzzles that are made out of his paintings. So go ahead and check those out. As you can see, we have these 4 areas. This is a double area. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Today we are going to do door number 5, and that's our reindeer over here. So I'm going to cut him out, and yeah, we'll get ready to diamond paint him with a story. Be right back. Okay, guys, so we are here for number 5, Mr. Reindeer here, and you're going to hear some stuff in the background. Things are happening here, but like I really need to like continue to do this, or I'm going to be missing days. So the guys are working on the room outside. They're painting, and Bob is working in the bedroom, clearing it out so they can paint that one. So things are happening, but we are diamond painting. That is our job today. And here is our little Christmas fact. Jingle Bells was the first song played in space, played by the crew of Gemini 6A on December 16th, 1965. Oh, I should have saved this for door number 16. How cool is that? First song the aliens heard us play in their territory was Jingle Bells. Jingle Bells. Okay, so this is our, oh, no, you can't see it. This is our square today. I cut it out like this. So that's what we're doing. And I'm going to do it like, I'm going to do it in 2 parts. So I'm going to put this here, and we'll do all of this, and then we'll do this top half next. Alrighty. So, I'm going to share with you just, and it's not a holiday story, it's just a childhood story. And it is my first day of kindergarten. Yes, it comes with a twist. So I did, when I went to kindergarten, and I know I sound like one of those, when I was your age, I walked 10 miles to school and no shoes and a tank top in the middle of a winter storm. But it is a true story. We lived a mile away from a public school, and yeah, I had to walk. There was no bus system to pick up the kids for the public schools. So I had to walk the mile to school and home from school. And I did do that alone. But the first day, you know, I didn't even know what school was, let alone how to get there. So my mom walked me, and she walked me all the way over. And when we got to school, she said, do you think you remember how to get home? And I said, I think so. And she said, okay, I'll probably be back to pick you up. So I had school, and my teacher's name was Mrs. Hart, and I had a lot of fun. She painted the girls' nails. It was a lot of fun. And after school, they opened up the doors to the playground, because our classroom literally had a door that opened up to the playground. And so she opened up the back door, and it opened up right to the playground. And the whole school was being let out. So there was kids just everywhere. And at the edge of the playground, there were all these older kids lined up, and they had the safety badge on with the neon yellow or orange, you know, across the chest and around the waist strap. And so we walked to the edge of where they're all lined up, and Mrs. Hart starts saying, okay, get with your safeties, guys, get with your safeties. And she's like going like this. And I'm just standing there because I have no idea what she's talking about. I didn't know what a safety was. And I didn't know who or what my safety was. So I was just standing there, and all the other kids start running. They all get in line. They all there was like, you know, safety 1, safety 2, safety 3, and they all just start running to their safeties. And I'm just standing there, and she looks at me and she's like, go ahead. She's like, go to your safety. She's like, what line do you get in? And she's like pointing to the kids. And I was like, I just walked to one. I just walked over and got in line. I had no idea what to do. And yeah, after all the school got let out and our line got full, we start walking. And their job was to walk us off to the end of school property. So we start walking, and I'm just following this safety. And when I come back, I'll tell you what happened.
Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to laugh and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. I thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bright was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lank, misfortune seemed his lot. We got into a drifted bank, and then we got upside. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
The wonders of life got the prettiest side for everyone to enjoy. Standing up close by the Christmas tree, glimmering light, I am right where I wanna be. I will be home for a couple of days, wander around with you. You and me in the cold, thought it'd never be true. Wherever I go, I got you. Oh, I have stopped running, there is no way trying. You better loosen your belts. Drinking hot wine by the fire, don't care of anything else. It's Christmas, and some kind of love, my friend. I pray it will never end. Do you like to be here too? It's Christmas, and outside snow's glistening. It's just you and me tonight. I'll spend all this Christmas with you. Oh, it's such a charm, got you up in my arms. There's nobody at the door. You said I wish this will never be over. Darling, it's time for your present. Come over here. Now it is time to get out in the snow, lighting a light with you. Choirs will sing and the joy bells will ring. Nobody loves you as much as I do. It's a wonderful feeling from floor to the ceiling. It is that time of the year, drinking hot wine by the fire. Here on our own, we got nothing to fear. It's Christmas, and some kind of love, my friend. Pick up some candy canes and hang a wreath on your door. It's Christmas, and outside snow's glistening. It's just you and me tonight. It's just you and me tonight. It's just you and me tonight. I'll spend all this Christmas with you.
Okay, so we finished this bottom half. We're gonna do this half. And I'm just gonna finish up my story. So I'm walking with this safety. I have no idea who he is, where we're going, but their job was to take us to the end of school property and make sure we got there safely. And then we were to walk the rest of the way home ourselves. And so he starts walking and I'm following them, and I'm thinking it didn't look right, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if my mom was going to be at the end of this road, or I had no idea what was happening. So I just was following everyone, and we get to the edge of property, and I don't think I could have picked a worse safety because it was pretty far down the street from the school. And we get to the corner, and he stops and he's like, okay, guys, have a good day. And all the other kids start walking home. And I'm just standing there and I'm looking at him, and he's like kind of shooing me. He's like, go ahead, go home. And I just start crying. And he's like, what's the matter? I mean, because you imagine this is like a 5th grader, right? So he has no idea. He's just doing his safety job. He's probably regretting it a lot at this moment. Like, what the heck? And I was like, I don't know where I am. And I'm crying. And he's like, why did you get in my line then? And I just started crying harder. And right across the street was a cop car. And the cop car, so right across the street was a cop car, and there was a female cop in it. And she gets out of the car and she yells across the street. She's like, what's the problem? And the little boy is like, she doesn't know where she is. I don't know why she got in my line. He's like freaking out. And I'm just crying and crying. And she's like, it's okay. And she comes across the street. She's like sitting at the crosswalk where, you know, where if any kids had to cross the street, she was there to help. And she walks over and she's like, she kneels down and she's like, what's the problem? And I told her I didn't know where I was, and, you know, I didn't think this was right, and I didn't know how to get home. And she was like, it's okay, it's okay. And so she's like, come with me. And she told the little boy, I got her. And he was just so upset with me. But so she takes me over, and I rode a cop car. It's my first and only time being in a cop car. It was my first day of kindergarten. And she put me in the back seat of the cop car. And she drove me back to school. And she walked me into the school and she took me to the principal's office and she explained what happened. And they put me in a chair, and I remember they left me there alone, and it felt like forever, but it was probably only a couple minutes. And then my mom walks in, like kind of like smiling and laughing, and I start crying more. And she's like, "What happened?" And I was like, "I didn't know how to get home." And she's like, "I told you I would be back." And I said, "You said maybe." And I kept crying. And she's like laughing so hard. Well, needless to say, she walked me to school the rest of that week, and she picked me up. and I guess I learned how to get to school because, yeah, she only did that for like a week, and then I walked to school and walked home from school the rest of the way myself. And yeah, that was my first day of kindergarten. And I'll never forget it. Not only because I got my nails painted, but because I got to ride in the back of a cop car. So that is my story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Enjoy the rest of the time lapse.
Learning about a history, loving
Okay, guys, we are done that square, and we have a deer here with a tree behind it and some kind of orb. Very cute. I love it. Okay, I'm going to pull us out. All right, guys, there we have it. Door number 3. They're really beautiful, aren't they? All the colors. Yeah, so that is the end of day 5. Who would have thought I was a badass? Riding in a cop car, first day of kindergarten. That's me. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow with more stories and another square. Day 6 coming up. Take care. Have a good night. Keep diamond painting.